Hey folks, so I was able to sort out the issue with the files that we had on hand. This is closer to the level of personalization I wanted to show you yesterday. So this is a dashboard performance-wise that writers spun up, mix of synthetic data with the ads that you sent over. So looking at here, it's pulling in something, synthetic, of course, of what performance could look like. So maybe something like this from one of your systems that we automatically pick up in SharePoint or hook up to via MCP API. And it's seen right away that the healthcare cost ad is running at almost 5 times ROAS, more than double the campaign average. So that's writer surfacing the winner there automatically. And the next thing that it's doing, you're noticing, it's creating these personas. And these personas are derived from your client satisfaction survey that we found online, also the content strategy document, and then the women's retirement guide, and a little bit of synthetic doing its own thing here. I think a writer kind of tells you what the mix was. So if you go back to our conversation, each of these are actually skills as well. And what writer's now doing is it's mapping to a specific persona, Eleanor, Patricia, Sandra, and we can tailor those to requirements, and building in Baird's own content strategy and optimizing and creating 5 ads per audience here from that single top performer. So 15 new variations for you. So first one up here, this is for Eleanor, Confident Planner. This is the ad here. If I click into each and any one of these, you'll see the larger version here. Now, of course, this is the AI taking a stab at what your ads would look like. If you were like, hey, we never do this, we'd want this or that, we just have to train it and dial it in. But as far as me being able to spin this up in a number of minutes, it's pretty powerful. And then beyond that, it's the actual docx that goes with this too. So here's the variants. You're seeing them right here as far as the different social channels that we would wanting to be carrying across. But we also have it in a document that should look familiar to you as well, as far as that concept of how you all kind of were preparing these with the actual data, the click-through rate, CPAs, ROAS, priority tier per ad, analysis, and the creative output live in one space. And if I go back to the dashboard, you'll also see that we've pulled in, and you've got all the other variants here. I can definitely do a deeper dive on this. We've got all the performance, and then the best part too, the compliance is baked in, not bolted on afterwards. So each of these variants passed against Baird's, things like kill words, gold word system before it even surfaced. And if we wanted to do a deeper look at the compliance as well, I have that, so we can personalize this. Here's kind of what ran in the background, and that just gave a summary. So typography, logo, things like that, anything that gets caught as being off-brand, going back to those skills, we can update, of course, or add to it based on you seeing this iteration and wanting to kind of go from there. It doesn't stop there though. So distribution. What does that look like? So if it makes sense, we can also send this out via MS Teams. So this is giving the results right into Teams. We also can do it out on email, no one having to copy and paste anything, the full audit trail. They can download and load up the dashboard. They can do the social copy. They can see the insights here and some of the performance attached to it, recommended next steps to scale this out, the compliance check that I went over. Likewise, if it makes sense, to distribute this via email through our MCP connectors. This is going into my draft folder here, where human in the loop, critical point. We always want to keep humans central to what we're doing, and that can be modified before sent out as well. And then I think it was Victoria was asking on the call about how we generate images. So this is in my summary image. I got or my summary email that went out. You can take a look there as far as all the details on how we're creating images and the tooling there, and privacy and compliance. And then taking it full picture, making this repeatable in a playbook. This should look familiar if we wanted to run this again. So the type of thing that I built with natural language that will give you the HTML campaign dashboard we saw, the AI enhanced social copy, the compliance vetted variations, the results, and the distribution we talked about too. And if you look on the right, you see those skills, the stuff we talked about in our demo, the new personas I added in here as well that make those scalable for any other number of use cases where it makes sense to be, creating content or checking against on-brand standards or different personas to help version things. And again, we can put this all on a schedule, trigger, and being able to share this multiplayer mode. So these robust, playbooks are able to be accessible across the team and really scale out the work that you're doing. And this being just one example of the types of use cases that we can make repeatable and scalable, all with just natural language and support from our team to get you guys going. So I would like to do a deeper dive. All this is just art of the possible and directional until we get your feedback on actual requirements of what good looks like. And we'd love to prove that out to you, whether it's this use case or one of the other words.